It's March 14th, 2015, and you're listening to Those Damn Millennials, episode 0. It's a wrestling podcast where we talk about news and happenings and, I don't know, stuff.
Yeah, we haven't really thought this through very
That's
much.
why it's episode 0.
This is why it's the dark match.
Yep, it's not
Except
revealed to the public.
You guys get to hear it, so
Yep.
it's not really a dark match.
Congratulations, you were here from the beginning, if you heard it as it was released. So yeah, this is a wrestling podcast. We're going to be talking about some pro wrestling, from all over the world, I guess. Mainly talking about North American and Japanese.
Yeah, as people can probably tell, I have a funny accent, so I'm probably from Europe, so...
No.
I'll try and bring up some European wrestling every so often, maybe.
Like Grado.
Yeah, Grado, hits yourself.
He's all I care about. That
pretty
wee
good,
boot,
man. The wee boot.
The wee boot, man.
The roll and slice.
Sweet chin music. Wee boot, yeah. So yeah,
Who
like I said,
we?
this is episode 0. We are two guys that like wrestling, and we met through the Japanese music.
Sure. Let's be as big as possible.
I mean, I don't know if we need to refer to it, but yeah, we met online through a community, and we just started talking about wrestling, and it just became a topic that we felt really passionate about.
I think I started talking about wrestling a lot, and then I kind of just strong-armed you into watching wrestling.
You brought me back to the days where I actually watched wrestling, and I was like, shit, I probably should check it out, because I've always been wanting to get back into it.
And then you started watching WWE.
Oh god. Okay, I'm not gonna be that guy that shits on. I'm not gonna be that guy that shits on WWE all the time.
That's okay. I'll be that guy.
You'll be that guy. I'm more of I can be a apologist, sorta.
Okay, so just to lay it out there, we're smart fans, in case anyone didn't realize this already. So this is going to be a very smart podcast. So if you're not into that kind of stuff, then there's like 5 million other wrestling podcasts. So chances are there's something else that might better fit your tastes.
And also, my lack of knowledge of the wrestling industry might put some people off, because I just recently got into.
This works though. Like I know a lot of stuff. You're kind of just coming back in.
Yeah.
Kind of nice balance.
It is. It's not like two smarky dudes like just shitting on things, right? So
it might be two smarky dudes further down the road.
Right. Maybe give it a year. Maybe I would just be a fucking asshole. Roman Reigns. Don't get me started on Roman Reigns.
12, you might be a bit smarkier.
Yeah. So the plan is to do one of these podcasts every couple weeks.
Yeah, maybe every 3-ish weeks.
Yeah.
Thereabout.
Maybe average 3 weeks. Yeah. So
yeah, probably. Like, we're doing one now because we're going to talk about WrestleMania a bit, biggest show of the year. I guess that's debatable. These days, anyway. Maybe in the past. But... So yeah, we'll talk about WrestleMania, then we'll come back in a couple of weeks after the dust's settled, pick apart the corpse or whatever and see what's going on.
Yep.
See how disappointed we are, that kind of stuff.
Yep, we'll definitely do a post-Mania one, and probably gonna be disappointed.
Every 3-ish weeks, so.
Yep. So early April probably we'll get another one out. Episode 1.
Probably maybe even end of March, beginning of April kind of time. Maybe around the 4th of April, maybe.
All right.
Yeah, so this is like the awkward first date, I guess. We're getting to know each other and
well, we know each other, but the listeners don't.
We know each other, but hopefully some of the listeners don't know who we are, because man, if we're just
circle jerking the same audience that we had from a previous podcast, we don't want that.
We're not new to the podcast game, so I don't know if people can tell or not.
Hey, we're not using webcam mics. That's a step up from shitty podcasting.
That's one of the things I notice when someone starts a new podcast.
Yeah.
You can tell these guys haven't really done this before because there's like no real chemistry or whatever.
Right.
Kind of like wrestling, where you're like maybe two guys haven't wrestled before and the in-ring chemistry fucking sucks.
What, like Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg?
Oh,
that's some fucking chemistry right there.
Do you know the story behind that?
Not exactly, but I
like,
hear it was a total shit show.
Yeah, like both of their contracts were up.
Right.
And neither of them were re-signing, so it was just like, whatever.
It's a throwaway match.
Yeah, they didn't give a fuck. It's like, well, why care?
And also, neither of them could call a match and put together a match.
Well,
so
there is that, and oh man, the parallels.
Ugh.
Anyway, so yeah, let's talk a bit about ourselves because we have massive egos.
Stroke it.
That's why we podcast, just to like jerk ourselves
listen to ourselves talk. That is.
I hate the sound of my own voice, so that's definitely not why I podcast.
Wow. Putting it out there. So Gary.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, Yoshi. We didn't even say each other's names.
Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem. They're like, who the fuck are these guys?
How's it going, guys?
That's Gary. He has a funny accent. He's from Scotland. I'm Yoshi. I'm Japanese, but I live in the United States. So yeah, that's the two of us doing the show together. Gary, why don't you tell me a little about yourself so the audience could maybe
just like the wrestling background, right? Like we don't want.
I mean, that ASL if you'd like, if you want. Maybe some ladies will be interested in you.
No girls like wrestling.
That's not true. You hear all the conviction in my voice?
Yeah, well, they like wrestling, but I'm not as like ripped as any of them. So
hell no.
They wouldn't be interested in this situation. Yeah. So like, man, when did it all begin? That is the question.
I think both of us, Attitude Era.
I mean,
that's our generation.
I want to say like 98.
Yeah.
98, 99. I want to say somewhere in around that time. So I was like 8 years old.
Yep.
So like just as a disclaimer, my parents are fantastic. They raised me right, but I don't really know what they were thinking letting me watch wrestling at like 8 years old. It's like, oh, The Rock just called Stephanie a whore. Okay. Probably not something that your like 8-year-old kid should be.
Hey man, they're bringing the attitude back. We got John Cena calling Stephanie a bitch, and Randy Orton's flicking Seth Rollins off. So there's some attitude back.
I thought it was Lana that he called a bitch or a hoe or something.
I think he called Stephanie a bitch and called Lana a hoe.
Okay, and there was
two separate things.
Yeah, there was that like. I everyone else didn't really like it. I thought it was good. There was like the psychiatrist segment with Dean Ambrose.
Yes.
Where they showed a picture of Hacksaw, and like he did the and then they showed a picture of Stephanie, and you know the rest. The joke writes itself.
So good.
Yeah, so I started out in the Attitude Era, so I'm one of those fans. Attitude
disgusting.
Era, best era kind of thing.
Do you feel that way still?
I don't know, man. It's difficult because like I took like a 3-year break.
Yeah.
In the mid 2000s. I want to say like 97. No, 2007. What the fuck am I? It's been a long day. I just got in from work. Okay, so this is. Yeah, I want to say like 2007 to 2010-ish. I just went like completely off the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't really for any reason. It's just like I was like a teenager. Like other shit going on.
Girls.
Yeah, that. Let's go with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like I don't know. I think like the Ruthless Aggression era, which is like when John Cena kind of started, I guess. Mm-hmm. It probably had better matches than the Attitude Era. I think the Attitude Era probably has some of the best promos of all time, though. I
mean, promos, the drama, the batshit insane shit that was happening.
It's because they were competing with WCW.
Right.
That's why.
They had competition, so they had to be over the top.
Oh, speaking of WCW, I watched a bit of WCW growing up. It was one of those ones where like it wasn't like because over here in the UK it's like WWE is on like Sky Sports 1.
Right.
It's like that is where you see WWE. Like, you know, it's easy to find, all that kind of stuff. Like WCW, it's like it's on like some random channel. It's not always on every week for some reason.
Weird.
I don't know why. It's like, you know, so like I watched it here and there. I didn't really follow the Monday Night War or anything like that. Mainly because I was like really young, and it's like, you know, I didn't like have the internet. I wasn't on like message boards and stuff back then. So yeah, like ECW, kind of similar. It was on at like 11 o'clock at night or some shit because, you know,
extreme.
Can't show someone getting like sliced open or whatever on pre-watershed or whatever, I guess. So yeah, like most of growing up was WWE because like that was the thing, you know. It's like the most popular, I guess.
Probably
maybe.
The peak,
or most exposed, I guess.
Yeah, that was when the mainstream really took notice. Yeah,
so I just like it was the easiest to see, so that's what I watched basically.
Yeah.
Then like, you know, like as we kind of got into the mid to late 2000s, it's like stuff like TNA started cropping up. Like I still watch TNA. I'm not like super into it. Like it's on a TV channel that I get, and it's on at a time where I don't really have anything else going on, so I just like I kind of just turn it on.
I'm kind of surprised that TNA is actually airing over there.
Yeah, man. Like no, like it's super popular over here. It's kind of incredible.
I could kind of tell that people, at least in Scotland, were really into it because
it helps because they they take on a lot of UK talent,
right?
So,
which is smart. They had the British boot camp where, you know, Grado and Rockstar Spud.
Yeah, they had that, right?
Yeah.
And then I don't think they showed it in America.
No, I don't think so.
So like they have Mandrews or whatever terrible name.
It's terrible, but it's Andrews, it's so good. It's so bad that it's so good.
His name's Mark Andrews, okay?
Right, and it's combined into Mandrews.
Yeah, whatever.
It's amazing.
So yeah, like they bring him in, and like no one in America knows who he is.
No,
and it's like we all know who he is because he's like a fairly famous wrestler from the UK, and we got the TV show, kind of thing. But that's the whole other thing. So yeah, like kind of started branching out into different stuff, you know, because like got older, got a bit smarter to like, there's actually stuff that isn't WWE, you know. And then like in the past, I want to say like 3 years, I guess, the whole New Japan thing has happened.
That's a thing, yeah. The Renaissance,
like a pretty big thing.
Renaissance.
Yeah, and like I'm really into New Japan now. It's probably my favorite promotion. I did not mention Ring of Honor. Holy shit, how terrible of me. Yeah, like Ring of Honor, like that, probably similar-ish time to when I started getting into the Japanese stuff.
I mean, there's a lot of crossover, so...
Yeah, like, especially recently.
Right.
Because, like, Ring of Honor have the working agreement with New Japan, and like you see guys like Red Dragon winning the junior heavyweight tag team titles and all that kind of stuff, which is pretty cool.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's like, you know, like as I got older and like the internet became more of a thing, it's like you realize that there are other options. So I think I'm fairly well rounded in my consumption of wrestling these days. But yeah, that's kind of where I come from, I guess.
Okay. So you follow a couple of promotions. So.
I follow, like right now, I guess, I follow New Japan, Ring of Honor, TNA kind of, it's on TV, so I watch it. WWE, but it's mainly stuff like NXT. I don't, like Raw's on. It's kind of like TNA. It's on TV, so it's like, oh yeah, sure, why not? I'm usually like working on a school assignment at like 1 a.m. when it comes on anyway, so I just turn it on. And
it's good shows to kind of have running in the background if they do something interesting. You can kind of turn.
That's all
watch.
I do. Like, unless it's if it's Ring of Honor or New Japan, I pay more attention.
Right. Yeah.
I generally prefer that type of wrestling. But if it's like TNA or WWE, it's like, yeah, just stick it on the background. If I hear anything kind of cool happening, I'll like,
Did John Cena just call Stephanie a bitch? I must tune
in. Yeah, pretty much, So I guess I'm one of those people that doesn't just like completely just say fuck WWE or whatever, but I wouldn't say I'm super invested in the product.
I mean, you're impressed by several wrestlers that they have.
Yeah, there's like plenty of wrestlers. We'll come to that in a bit. Yep. I think I don't want to completely just like you should talk some too,
Yeah.
Yeah, like it probably goes like New Japan, Ring of Honor, then like WWE and TNA are kind of, they're kind of like there or thereabouts, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, man? Like, what's your story?
My story is pretty shallow. I mean, unless you want to hear my life story, I got plenty of stories to tell.
No, but ain't nobody got time for that, man.
No. My wrestling history is pretty shallow. The way I got into it, just like you, it was during the Attitude Era, and God damn, it's a shameful thing to kind of admit, but like the kids around me were, telling everyone to suck it, right?
Oh, you were one of those posers.
I did not enjoy doing the suck it move, but to fit in, you have to do the suck it move. And I pretended to know what the suck it move was, even though no one knew what suck it meant. But because wrestlers were doing it on TV and it had attitude, it was cool, you do it. So yeah, people were really into, Triple H and X-Pac and shit, and I'm over here going,
hey man, at least
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
At least you didn't try to give someone a pile driver.
Oh god.
I was
Hey Billy, come over here. I'm gonna give you a pedigree.
Pretty much. That is basically what happened. I was such a dumb kid.
There was actually like a big like almost national story where a kid like performed a move on his sibling and killed the sibling, and it was horrible. Like it wasn't nearby or anything, but it was a place like a couple hours away from me. But yeah, like that became pretty big. So that's during that time. So parents were like, we should probably not let kids watch wrestling if they're going to do this shit. It's really dangerous. So yeah, I got into it through the Attitude Era. Kids around me were, DXing, I guess. Just telling everyone to suck it, telling teachers to suck it. It was like 5th grade, 6th grade, and, we were all into Pokemon.
How many, like, detentions did those kids get?
Well, mainly the kids that were doing it to teachers and other kids, they were the really bad kids that, like...
Oh, okay.
They're the ones that always got in trouble.
They were the kids that knew what it actually meant, I guess.
Maybe. They were the kids that, they didn't have a very good upbringing, and they were just kind of, like, taking out their young aggression on other people and fighting and misbehaving, The ones that the typical delinquents.
Aggression.
It's John Cena. So yeah, I got into it during that phase, and I really thought Stone Cold Steve Austin was the coolest dude ever because
he was like,
who the fuck just flips everyone off, smashes beer cans on people, and then like drives beer trucks into the ring? Like,
I still remember when he beat up Booker T in a like grocery store or some shit.
It was so good. It was so good. It's so dumb, but so good. That's what I love about wrestling. It like a lot of the shit they do is so dumb, and I love dumb shit. I know some people take wrestling serious, and it's like, it's not dumb. But like when they go full dumb, I love it, man. I love it when they go full dumb. And you're
do you remember when The Rock threw the Smoking Skull belt off the bridge? It was The Rock, right?
I don't remember
it was
that.
The Rock.
No, I can't say I remember that.
That was like that's how you get some heat between two guys,
right?
Yeah?
There was the whole rivalry between them, and you know.
Then like Rikishi randomly ran over Stone Cold for some reason.
casual car accidents.
He's like, I did it for The Rock. Okay, bro.
Yep. You know, because it's a family thing.
Got a nice padded room over here that I'd like to sell you. You know.
So yeah, I mean, I loved this whole establishment, fuck you authority, fuck Vince McMahon, angle that he had. So that's kind of where I was at with wrestling.
It's crazy how many parallels there are, right?
With
Stone Cold against the corporation, Daniel Bryan against the authority,
right?
Except I guess Daniel Bryan didn't like drive a truck full of I don't even know what vegans drink.
I think it was Coors.
Yeah, like Daniel Bryan didn't drive a beer truck down to the ring or
right. It's so good. That kind of ridiculous bombastic stuff was just amazing. And growing up as a kid, that's kind of like what you're into, is just like this big ass explosions and like big ass characters just jumping off the screen. And Stone Cold was my favorite wrestler at the time and might still be one of my favorites. Like him and Mankind, those two were my dudes. I love Mankind.
Man, we're preaching to the converted, I'm sure, but that Hell in the Cell match with the Undertaker.
Oh God, that's
where he went off the top is like. There's a reason why they still show replays of that.
Yeah,
that's like an iconic moment.
I watched it like last month, and it's still like fucking insane.
I still don't understand how he didn't die.
Yeah, God damn it.
Because like if I did that, I'd be fucking dead.
I would be dead twice. I wouldn't die just once. So yeah, I love that era for what it was, and
it's probably not as good as we remember it.
Probably not. If we go back and watch it,
like we only remember the really good stuff, like when Undertaker and the Ministry of Darkness like hung someone or whatever. Was it Boss Man? I think it was.
Boss
Man.
Like
we remember that stuff, but I'm sure there was tons of terrible Raws.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Stone Cold just gets a forklift. And then Triple H, I think, was in the car that he lifts up, and then he fucking drops the car. Oh my God!
It might have been Vince.
It might have been Vince. I think it was Triple H. I think it was Triple H. He was in the car. He's like, "Put me down." Stone Cold did not give a fuck. Lifts up the car, drops him. Like,
see,
God.
You can't do that anymore.
No,
like, health and safety would be all over that.
But there's no one in the car when he drops it. So who cares?
I don't know. Health and safety.
It's just moments like that where I reminisce and go, "Yep, that was my childhood." And I recently got back into wrestling, and that's the kind of moments that I remember and go, "This is what I remember wrestling to be." But then I found a new appreciation to wrestling, like because 15 years ago, I didn't know anything but that's a power bomb and that's a big moves like rock bottom, Stone Cold Stunner. But there's technical wrestling, involved these days. People are just getting better and better at wrestling, and it's a really interesting thing to see when you're older and smarter about wrestling.
Some people are getting better and better at wrestling.
Yeah, but we are following the right people to see the good stuff. So
the thing is, I want to just say this right now. I could never do half the shit that some of these guys can do.
Hell no.
But I'll still shit on them if they have a bad match.
Right.
Yeah. It's just this kind of how you critique something.
I can't take a shoulder bump. There's no way. I'll cry.
I'd try. Yeah.
I would try it once, and then my back would hurt for 2 weeks, and I would cry.
Yeah, just in case anyone's like, "Oh, these guys, they could never do it." Yeah, we know we could never do it.
Yeah, I can't. There's no way.
But it's it's not a very fun discussion if you can't say stuff sucks every now and then, Yeah.
There is good wrestling. There's bad wrestling.
For sure.
There's definitely we can't just enjoy everything. There are bad ones. So yeah, I'm like Gary. I follow the same promotions as him. I think I'm more invested in TNA recently than you are. I'm actually watching on a regular basis. So
no, I watch every week.
It's you do? Okay.
I don't really pay a ton of attention.
Right. Okay. Gotcha. So yeah, I watch all the Raws. I watch all the Impact stuff. I still watch SmackDown, even though people are like,
why do you watch SmackDown?
It's something to watch, man. I want to see the Intercontinental, dudes that want the IC belt, like
the smart favorites that they're throwing in a token ladder match at WrestleMania that we'll talk about later.
They're tricking us. They're tricking us into enjoying WrestleMania somehow. I like them. It's something to
watch. Maybe we'll talk some more about WrestleMania later. I think because I think we'll do like a part on WrestleMania.
Sure.
I should probably pull the card up.
Yeah, I have it in front of me actually, so I'm ready to go. But yeah,
you can tell I prepared for this podcast.
Good job. Well, you were at work, so it's okay. I have my day off, so I had time to prepare.
You lucky motherfucker.
I have like a prepared outline and stuff. I have answers and shit, so I'm Gucci, bro. So I follow Ring of Honor. I follow TNA as well, and of course New Japan. That's good stuff. Like,
I don't think you're doing it right if you don't follow New Japan.
I think you have to follow New Japan.
So, can we talk about something that kind of annoys me? It doesn't kind of annoy me. It really fucking annoys me.
Does it grind your gear?
It really grinds my gears. So it's like I'll be on the Squared Circle subreddit. Shout out to those guys. Really good subreddit if you want to keep up with like news and like cool gifs and stuff. Or
I'm always there.
Whatever the fuck you want to call them.
GIF. I'm a GIF guy.
Yeah, I'm a GIF. I'm get on a shirt.
Oh.
I'm a GIF guy.
I'm a GIF guy.
So like people will bring up how great New Japan is.
Yeah.
And then people will be like, oh, I want to watch New Japan, but I can't. And it's like, oh, why can't you watch New Japan? Like, if you have a credit card, they have like New Japan World. It's only like $8 a month or whatever, cheaper than WWE Network as it happens. And they're like, oh, I can't watch it because there's no English commentary. Right?
Yeah.
It's like, really, you care that much that Michael Cole is trying to sell you on the WWE app that you have to have that kind of shit in. He's
having fun, Maggle.
It's like, really, like, given how terrible, and I'm not the only one that thinks this. I think it's more or less universally agreed that WWE commentary is terrible.
I would say 90% of the people who watch wrestling would probably agree.
So, like, given how terrible the WWE commentary is, why does it matter that it's in another language?
I mean, I have an appreciation for people who are willing to take in content in another language. So if some people don't, I kind of understand.
I guess, but I mean, it's like, it doesn't detract from what's on the screen.
No, wrestling is it's like,
holy shit, like WWE, like the Daniel Bryan, oh fuck, who was it? Raw this past week, Daniel Bryan versus, oh man, that's terrible. Yeah, that's how good Raw's been. But anyway, Daniel Bryan had a match this past week on Raw.
Ziggler?
Harper? I think it was Harper.
I think it was Harper.
No, it was Barrett.
Yeah, Barrett, yeah. I don't fucking know. They all wrestle each other.
In that match, the commentary didn't even call a single move.
Yeah, I read that. So,
like, what? Why does it matter so much that it's in another language if you're getting just as much out of it? But, that's just me, I'm like a fucking New Japan mark, so what do I know?
New Japan World is only 999 yen, Maggle.
That's pretty good.
That's what it is, right? That's exactly what they're saying. No, they don't shill their shit.
So. That was just like a shot across the bow, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know, like New Japan, if you claim to like professional wrestling, I make the distinction between professional wrestling and sports entertainment because I do think they're two different things.
They're super different.
If you even claim to have an interest in professional wrestling, then you need to be watching New Japan.
Yeah.
It's on that, is it Access?
AX something, yeah.
Yeah, in America you guys get like some highlight matches with English commentary.
Yep.
So I mean, you know, it's out there.
The thing is, if you're willing to pay $10 a month for WWE Network, $8 a month for New Japan is less than that, and
I think you get more content.
Well, you can't really compare to the backlog that they have, I don't think.
No, I mean like live content. I think you get more live content from New Japan.
The only thing they do live is, I guess, NXT.
They do all the pay-per-views.
Pay-per-views and NXT are the only ones they do live. They don't do Raw.
NXT isn't live.
Oh yeah, well yeah, it's taped.
I hate to break that.
It airs at this. It's an exclusive place to see.
Yeah,
it air
so like
at a certain
WWE,
time.
you get the pay-per-views and NXT for $10 a month.
Right.
Or like 15 if you live over in the UK, because
get wrecked.
Fuck WWE. That's why I don't have the network. But yeah, I think that's a good price.
Wait, but didn't you get Fastlane on TV?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so weird.
No, it's not, because they were doing it to try and Sky were doing it to try and sell WrestleMania. So
it's not a consistent thing.
And my God, did they probably not sell WrestleMania based on that pay-per-view?
Probably
Holy
not.
Shit.
Reigns and Bryan match of the year.
Like, I mean, there's people that think that.
It was a good match, but I wouldn't
say
it was the best match.
I'd say, I don't know, like, I don't want to be too much of a New Japan mark, but I think
you already are.
Like, there was like a tag team match on one of the New Japan Cup shows.
Is it the 10-man one?
No, it was, oh shit, what's his name? The Blue Justice guy.
Nagata Yuji.
Yeah, he teamed with like a young boy, I guess. Maybe.
Tanaka Show? Or was that Tanahashi?
No, it was against Tanahashi and someone else.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. So like, I'd say that's kind of up there for me with, like, from a storytelling point of view at least, with that Daniel Bryan Roman Reigns match. Because like they told a story, and that's what
the Young Lions
kind of struggles to do.
See, they don't, like, New Japan doesn't cut, like, those huge-ass long promos, right?
Unless it's the Bullet Club.
Right, and they do storytelling very subtly, and they don't, like, put it in your face.
They just tell it in the ring.
Yeah.
You know?
It's pretty cool.
Like, I don't need a 20-minute fucking promo at the start of Raw to set up a 10-minute handicap match. WWE
needs to make the promo shorter and more.
It's just a different audience, though, right? It's like I don't know if it's true or not, but like American audiences or just Western audiences, maybe. Just so I'm not being super specific, and people call me out on it. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know. There's something to be said about this kind of generation, how they consume entertainment. They kind of need stuff to be almost bashed over their head, kind of thing, you know? I
mean, that's this generation, right?
Like, I can happily sit there and watch like a 30-minute wrestling match where two guys just go out and tell a story in the ring.
Yeah.
They don't even need words, you know? But I mean, I guess that's just me.
Yeah.
I'm always trying to sound like all hipster and pretentious and shit. But
you already did it, though.
I guess.
It's too late.
But yeah, where the fuck did we even start from? Well, I was talking about like New Japan, right?
Yeah, you're just shilling the fuck out of New Japan.
Yeah, by the network. We're totally not sponsored by them, but we're open to any inquiries.
Yeah. I like it, I think we got into it because you were saying that you had a problem with people saying, "Oh, I want to watch New Japan because they don't have commentary in English."
Yeah, it's like I don't know, man.
You don't speak Japanese and you watch it, so
yeah,
it's you can take it in.
I watch plenty of stuff in Japanese that I don't speak or I understand.
You understand, yeah.
I understand most like maybe 10% of what they're saying, but
you get the gist.
Yeah, like I mean, if the commentator screams "Lariato,"
that's hilarious.
It's kind of fucking obvious what just happened, you know. But yeah,
Brian Danielson.
Ah, man,
the American Dragon.
I'd love to see him wrestle like
Tanahashi or something.
Pretty much.
Bring it back 10 years.
New Japan.
I saw that match with Daniel Bryan and Tanahashi from 10 years ago. It's crazy. No. They're both so young. Young lions.
Yeah, man, like New Japan, really good. Anyway, let's move on.
We're just gonna rename this podcast to New Japan Podcast.
We podcast probably. Yeah.
Let's just get sponsored by New Japan. How about
niche
that?
Within a niche, you know.
And we'll have.
I wouldn't complain.
We'll alienate more people.
We pretty much watch the same kind of stuff, so
yep.
We'll pretty much just be talking about the same kind of stuff every time we do a show. We'll try and make sure we've both watched stuff, but I mean, you know, we're both busy stuff. People.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We actually do a podcast outside of this podcast, so we're like keeping ourselves busy. So yeah, I think that wraps up the portion about how we got into wrestling and the promotions we follow. Why don't we talk a little bit about our favorite wrestlers and sports entertainers, quote unquote.
I want to be sports entertained, damn it.
God damn it. Damn it, Vince.
Yeah, we need a Vince sign word.
Yeah.
They'd probably fucking sue us, though.
Probably. I don't want that to happen. So, do you want to go, or I can go? I don't know.
We can take turns, I guess.
Sure. Why don't you name a couple of them off, and then I'll interject.
So, like, I think my favorite wrestler right now is Shinsuke Nakamura from New Japan.
Of course.
He's just like, man, it's hard to explain if you haven't watched New Japan. Or if you haven't seen him in Ring of Honor, I guess.
Right.
Like, it's just everything about him is just like the charisma and like the kind of just like the presence, I guess.
Right.
He's a great technical wrestler too, obviously, because like, you know, New Japan have really good technical wrestlers. But yeah, like if anyone listening to this can find his match against Ibushi, Ibushi at Wrestle Kingdom 9 from January.
Yep.
That is still my match of the year.
Yep. It's a good one.
It's just like instant classic, I think. It's just like, I don't know, you like Nakamura too, right?
I like Nakamura. I love him.
It's just like, he's just like crazy.
You know, king of strong style, so his work is pretty stiff.
So that means he's a badass, according to JR.
His strikes and, you know,
everyone's stiff in Japan. Have you seen when they drop each other on their fucking necks?
Yeah, I don't even know how they survive. Was Naito against, was it Carl Anderson?
Probably.
Gallows? He got dropped so hard on his neck, like twice. I thought he broke his neck twice, and it
was kind of like when the Daniel Bryan Luke Harper match, where Luke Harper just dropped Daniel Bryan straight on the top of his head.
Yeah, that match was pretty stiff too.
That was stiff.
Yeah, but you know those guys can get away with it because they're good wrestlers.
I don't know if they planned it or not, but that was a stiff match.
Yeah, I think those two have like a common like. They can nod and go, yeah, we're good wrestlers.
You know,
we can do whatever we want.
No one knows that Luke Harper is a good wrestler.
That's really sad, unfortunately.
You know, like Brody Lee is was his name in the independents.
Right.
Holy shit!
He's 6'5", 275 pounds, but he can move like he's 6 foot 200.
They kind of show it off sometimes. They let him do like a drop kick or a
Right.
suicide dive or whatever. But I mean,
he's like agile for a big dude.
He had some really good matches with like Cesaro or Claudio, whatever he went by on the independent scene. They had some good indie matches that I would encourage people to seek out.
He's just a good wrestler that's kind of held back by the gimmick of
by
Luke
the
Harper.
Gimmick and kind of by the booking.
Yeah, but there, like even in matches like you can't really give a shit about. He'll wrestle some like jobber and then like the match will be over in 2 minutes. But you'll see a couple of moments like holy shit. That's a big dude doing something really cool.
Really nice super kick for a big guy, you know?
Yeah, he's really impressive, but he doesn't get the attention. But at least he's in the Intercontinental title picture, even though he's not going to win it.
With everyone else that they don't have a plan for at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
How depressing is that?
Sorry, I'm not like that big in like the history of WrestleMania is cool. But I'm not about
I don't
that.
even mean WrestleMania. I just mean from a booking perspective that WWE has nothing for Dean Ambrose, Luke Harper, Dolph Ziggler, and Daniel Bryan.
Oh, surprise, surprise. I like all of them.
They also put Stardust in this match.
I like Stardust
We'll talk
too.
about it later, but oh man. Yeah. Yeah, like Luke Harper, I really like him too. So
yeah, he's great.
Yeah, man. Who else? I'm trying to think. You go while I try and think of people that should be really obvious, but it's just difficult when you're on the spot.
The obvious guys, like, I guess I'll name some WWE guys, like Daniel Bryan. And if you want to go into NXT...
Oh, shit. Yeah, Kevin Owens.
We can have a long conversation about Kevin Owens. I like Finn Balor a lot. I think almost as much as Kevin Owens.
See, I don't know. Like, Finn Balor in NXT, I'm not sure.
Well, because he deserves to be on the main roster and like being in title pictures.
I don't know.
You want him back in New Japan?
Yeah, I kind of want him back.
You want him to be Prince Devitt?
Yeah, Fergal Devitt, please.
Bullet Club.
I don't know. Maybe it's just the people that he's wrestled so far. Like he had that great match with Neville, right?
Yeah, it was great.
But like apart from that, it's like okay,
I like him. He looks like a Japanese wrestler, wrestling in WWE.
Him and Hideo Itami.
Oh, please.
Their movesets are really similar.
Yeah, very similar.
And the problem is they have similar movesets, and then there's already a guy on the main roster who's pretty popular who has very similar moves.
I mean, Daniel Bryan, you're talking about.
Obviously.
I mean, they've been teasing Hideo Itami's GTS and stuff, and that's interesting. I'm sure there will be CM Punk chants when he does it.
That's why they shouldn't give it to him.
But he's the originator, man. He is GTS.
I know, but
Punk's even admitted, yeah, I grabbed GTS from Hideo Itami or Kenta.
Kenta, yeah. Are you not supposed to shout it because it's all... Never mind. Sorry. I don't know. Like,
I like Finn Balor a lot.
I like him. No, don't get me wrong. I'm a fan of his work. I'm just not a big fan of his work in NXT so far.
See how he does the sling blade? No one in America does the sling blade. Only Tanahashi does the sling blade.
It just annoys me that they don't call the Bloody Sunday the Bloody Sunday.
The coup de grace?
Or whatever.
The stomp from the top rope?
Is it?
Double foot stomp? Or I don't know what you're talking about.
No. It's... Oh, man. How do I explain this? People listening to this, if they're, like, fans... Probably like
they're raging. They're like, "You fucking idiots don't know anything about Finn Balor."
It's like the... Oh, fuck. Is there a video I can show you? It's like the Oh shit, that's loud. Let's not go that loud. It's like...
I'm watching it right now.
Yeah. It's like the... It's kind of like...
Enziguri?
No, it's like a brain buster in a DDT kind of situation.
What the fuck video did I watch now? I just googled Finn Balor Bloody Sunday and it took me to the first YouTube video and it was like a Enziguri kick.
I just linked you one, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it right now.
Yeah, but it's like, yeah, they don't... it doesn't really matter. I just don't
that's the one I watched and I thought... Okay. I only watched the first half of it, didn't realize.
Yeah.
So, okay. Brainbuster, neck breaker looking
DDT
thing.
kind of situation. Yeah, anyway, if people listening to this fucking know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
We just don't know what we're talking about because we're both young boys to the wrestling podcast game. Mm-hmm. I don't like that the commentary team won't call it the Bloody Sunday, but
I can understand why. I don't listen to commentary that much, so
I just want to mark out when like someone screams like Bloody Sunday like they do in Japan.
He's not Devitt, man.
Bloody Sunday.
Hi.
But yeah, like no, don't get me wrong. I like Devitt.
Yeah.
It's just I don't think they've let him really kind of go in NXT yet.
Probably not.
Except for that match with Neville. His match against Owens is soon, right?
It's the 24th, I think.
Yeah, so it's coming up.
25th, something like that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that match.
That's going to be a good match.
Assuming they don't just book it where... I'm going to call him Steen because it's fucking Kevin Steen. But as long as they don't book it where he just destroys him...
He can't destroy him. He is not the underdog character.
Yeah, that's true.
Sami Zayn is the underdog. You can destroy him and he's going to crawl back up.
That kind of annoyed me, though, that their first match was just a squash, but that's a completely different thing.
I mean, it was a even match until the part where he destroyed him in the end, right?
The problem is, though, like, for you and me who have seen their matches in Ring of Honor, it's like, yeah, we know that these guys are going to have an amazing match. God, that ladder match? It's like, we know they're going to have an amazing match in, like, a month or two's time.
Yeah.
It's just like the WWE fans who don't give a shit about anything other than WWE are just going, oh, Sami Zayn fucking sucks. He got beat by this guy in his debut or whatever.
He's such a good wrestler.
First defense or whatever. And people are, oh, Kevin Owens can't wrestle. Oh, he's like super fat, you know?
He doesn't look like Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, sure.
No one looks like Brock Lesnar.
I was gonna say, show me someone else his size that can do a corner cannonball, but then I remembered that Dave Mastiff can do a corner cannonball. Never mind. Strike it from the record.
There are other people out there, but not too many.
There's some agile big guys.
Yeah,
it's impressive. Try to think. Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy.
Those guys.
Not really for the wrestling.
Yeah, they're entertaining. Much. They're so entertaining.
It's not them that's over though. It's just the chance.
Oh yeah, sure. Not their personality and the characters. It's just the chance.
Man. Like it's just the yes chant that's over, not Daniel Bryan.
Geico Lizard. It's so good. It's amazing.
I don't know. The problem is I don't think it will translate to a big arena.
Probably not.
Because, like, the people in the arena are going, like, who the fuck are these guys?
They look like they came out of Jersey Shore.
What are they saying? S.A. what?
What's a soft?
Soft.
I don't get it. I don't get this.
And like, you saw how well WWE handled the Ascension after they got called up.
Oh, God, please. Don't remind me.
And, like, the Ascension aren't great.
I never liked them, and I never liked them at NXT, so I wasn't gonna like.
They fucking jobbed them out to some 50-year-old has-beens.
Yeah,
it's like, what are you doing?
Yep.
Oh, then they won it. Then they beat the Outlaws at Fastlane, and nothing happened after that. I mean,
they've had a couple squash matches,
I guess. But yeah, so I'm trying to think other people. Evan Bourne or Matt Sydal.
Matt Sydal.
In Ring of Honor, I think he's really good.
Really, really fun to watch.
Can't believe WWE let him go.
Yeah.
That's just criminal, but I mean...
His athleticism is just amazing.
Criminal, but to be expected at this point.
Yeah.
We haven't even talked about the Bullet Club yet.
Ugh.
I mean...
That's
like,
entertainment and wrestling.
Bullet Club, Too Sweet Me.
Yep.
It's like, I mean... I'm not super sold on some of them. Like, sorry, but Tama Tonga, I don't know.
He's fine.
Maybe if I saw him in more than just, like, 8-man tag team matches. Yeah.
He does a creepy crawly thing on the mat, you know?
Yeah, and, like, this is crazy, but I wasn't super sold on Fale.
Yeah.
And then he had that match against Okada.
Where he's just killing Okada
in
recently.
New Japan Cup, and it's like, these guys told a pretty decent story in the ring. Yeah?
I still don't like watching him, though.
I don't know, like, it's like, it's one of those situations where, like, he's a big guy, so obviously he's not good.
He's big, but he's not, like,
he's not
Big
super
Show.
huge, but he's, like, big, he's big enough where it's like he has a more limited moveset.
He looks like big compared to Japanese guys that are like 5'10".
Yeah, he's probably like
he's 6'5".
I didn't mean height. I meant like his
thick
build.
Yeah,
as it were.
He's a big. He
used to play rugby, I think.
Right.
So you know he has that to kind of work off. I guess
he's still new to the wrestling game. Fairly.
Yeah, he's only been a wrestler for like 4 years. That's
it's just like sometimes he moves like a big baby.
4 years and he won the IWGP Intercontinental title. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, I like the Bullet Club. It's incredible that like Doc Gallows, who was Festus in WWE, and then Doc or whatever in TNA, like he wasn't really anything, you know.
Right.
Like, you know, like he had a decent career, but like kind of joke characters and stuff, you know.
Festus,
like,
yes.
You know, and like now he's like this fucking badass, like tag team champion with Carl Anderson.
The Machine Gun.
I still can't believe they let Carl Anderson win the G1, but you know. I guess
I think it was a tag. It was a tag one though.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought no. I'm pretty sure he won the G1.
The solo.
I think so.
Thought it was a tag.
Pretty sure. I don't know. But yeah, like Bullet Club, AJ Styles.
I love AJ Styles. Yeah.
AJ Styles.
I love watching AJ Styles. He's one of my favorites. You know, the Young Bucks, of course. They're always entertaining. High flyers.
It was tag. My bad.
Right. Yeah. So it was with what's his name?
Bernard. No.
Yeah, it was Giant Bernard.
Giant Bernard, and then he won it with Hiroki Goto, right?
Yeah. Giant Bernard is what's his name? Albert.
Prince Albert. Jason Albert.
Jason Albert Tensai.
Tensai.
Yeah.
The man of a million names.
He's cool. I like him on commentary on NXT. So.
Yeah, shout out to the BizCliz.
BizCliz. Hashtag BizCliz.
Hashtag Good Brothers. Speaking of Good Brothers,
Young Bucks.
The Young Bucks, the most over tag team in professional wrestling.
I saw some people who were really down on them recently, and I'm like,
why?
I don't know. They're like, oh, they just do flippy shit.
They're just spot monkeys or whatever. Yeah. It's like that's entertaining for some people like us.
And then they have probably the sweetest pair of super kicks. I know people.
Some people hate them just because they think the super kick should only be a finisher.
Yeah,
and then they forget that Dolph Ziggler uses it and it's not a finisher. But you know,
I mean, Ziggler has a pretty good.
Oh, definitely
super kick too. So
plenty of people use the super kick and it's not a finish.
It's just that there are people who do it way better than others, like the Young Bucks and
that's
Ziggler.
like saying no one should use the DDT as anything other than a finisher just because Dean Ambrose uses it as a finisher.
Yeah.
It's fucking stupid, man.
Yep.
And like, if you want to kayfabe it, it's like it might be but like Shawn Michaels might have the strongest super kick ever.
Oh.
And that's why it's his finisher. Like you can kayfabe it, but you know.
We're smarter than that.
No, it's not. No, that like I'm all for them kayfabing that Shawn Michaels has like the strongest super kick, and that's why it's his finisher. And the Young Bucks don't have as strong super kicks, so it's more of a transitional move. I'm fine with that. It's just I have a problem with people that are like, oh, you can't use a super kick as anything but a finisher because blah blah blah. It's like, no, come on. It's fucking boring. It's like some guys use a power bomb as a finisher. Does that mean no one can use the fucking power bomb? I mean,
oh man, that reminds me of just Kevin Owens just giving Sami Zayn 5 straight power bombs.
It annoys me because Kevin Owens has had a much better finisher in Ring of Honor, but WWE doesn't let anyone do pile drivers.
Yeah.
Well, they might. I don't believe that he won't be able to package pile drive someone.
Didn't someone do one recently? They're like, oh, they're bringing the pile driver back to WWE.
Maybe. I think you only get to use it if you have like special permission or some shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so who else do you like? Because we're just kind of like running down all the most fucking popular internet darlings right now. Basically.
I guess, but I'll just name a whole bunch of people that we haven't mentioned. Like, I made a big list, like Paige, you know,
Paige,
Divas division.
Criminally underused in the Divas division.
She is just brutal.
I mean, but having said that, it's like she can only work with what's around her, and what's around her isn't very good.
Right. She can only do so much.
It's like
that's why you need to bring the NXT chicks up.
It's like hashtag give divas a chance, asterisk, but not Cameron, Eva Marie, and all these other bitches that can't actually wrestle.
Right.
You know?
That's why you got the NXT women's division.
There's like
fucking kicking ass.
It's like on the main roster, there's like 4 women that I would say could put on a decent match. It's just depressing, you know? That's
who are the 4 besides Paige and AJ Lee?
AJ Lee, Paige, Natalia, and Alicia Fox.
I haven't seen Alicia Fox in months,
dude. Yeah, exactly. But she's a good wrestler.
Yeah, I mean, I see Natty all the time, but
yeah, but Natty's in like all these fucking joke matches.
Yeah, her she hurt her ankle.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, let's stop talking about divas, because oh man.
Yeah, that's another conversation we will have at some point. But yeah, I'm just gonna I'm gonna rattle out just a whole bunch of people. You can stop me, you know, wherever. I like Cesaro. Yeah. I think he's really good in the ring. I'm
glad he finally got something.
Yeah, I think the tag team with Tyson Kidd is pretty entertaining.
He could like Intercontinental even. He's like He's like a really good wrestler.
He's a good wrestler. He's really good.
They've just kind of locked him into a not so great gimmick.
Right. I'm a Swiss elitist sounding.
That's like his gimmick is that he is what he is. Yep. I guess.
I mean, that's okay. I guess he doesn't have to put up a front and.
Yeah. Oh, the Briscoes in Ring of Honor.
Hell yes.
They might be good at WWE, and that makes me sad.
I thought they had an exclusive contract with Ring of
Honor. But Ring of Honor are pretty happy to let people out of contracts if they're signing for WWE.
Okay. Well, they're trying to get the Young Bucks full time too, so maybe they're trying to replace
everyone wants the Young Bucks.
Yeah. Wait, didn't WWE offer them a tryout and they're like, fuck you or something?
Kind of.
Like,
Lucha Underground offered them a derisory amount of money, and they basically told them to fuck off.
Good for them.
You know, it's like they probably make more in Japan than most people would wrestling.
They're always over there. Every pay-per-view, they're always over there. So
every tour they're on. I mean,
yep, it's great.
Must be nice.
Yeah, so the Briscoes, I love them. I love their gimmick. I love them in the ring. They're just, they do that whole...
It's not a gimmick, you realize.
Well...
No, like, it isn't a gimmick.
I mean, if you look at Mark Briscoe's teeth, it definitely isn't a gimmick.
And, like, Jay Briscoe has tweeted some rather,
No, man, it's
questionable
It's a character. It's a character, dude.
Yeah, sure, like...
He's totally for gay marriage.
It's cool that gay marriage is okay, but if you try to tell my son that it's okay, I'll shoot you. Okay.
Yeah, that's the character, man.
That's like, he did not break kayfabe.
Yeah. I still love them though. I still love the Briscoes. Questionable tweets aside, I think they're really entertaining in the ring. Red Dragon.
Oh yeah, Red Dragon.
Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly. That's Ring of Honor has the best tag team division for me. Just the Briscoes, Red Dragon,
like
Young
the
Bucks.
Only 3 tag teams in Ring of Honor,
I guess, and they're all really good. And throw in the Kingdom.
One of them isn't even Ring of Honor.
Well, they might be.
Maybe
they might become it. So
they won't be because the Ring of Honor thing only applies to North America. They can still wrestle anywhere else, like Japan or whatever.
Right. I mean, they're good with New Japan, so
yeah.
I mean, you still have the Kingdom doing the tag team thing, sorta, with Taven and Bennett. Not sure what's gonna happen when Cole gets back. They'll probably just
Cole might be going to WWE too. So.
Yeah, I can see him in WWE. I think that would be.
I like Adam Cole.
Yeah, I think he's fun.
He's a really good heel.
Yep. He's a great wrestler.
Who else? I'm trying to think. I don't know. There's probably like a ton more, but people get the idea.
Time Splitters, Ibushi Kota.
Oh fuck, Time Splitters, man.
Come on, man. Kushida, Alex Shelley. Come on, man.
Yeah, man.
It's so good. They come out in a DeLorean.
That one time.
It's so good. Even if it's that one time, they came out in DeLorean. And Ibushi Kota, we mentioned, had one of the best matches with Nakamura Shinsuke.
Yep.
Holy shit, this guy.
Dude, I just remember someone.
Who?
Honma
Tomoaki.
Honmania is running wild.
He has hot dog skin like Hogan, so he can run wild with it. So yeah, him and Ishii Tomohiro had one of the best matches this year. Makabe is great. Too. I prefer Ishii a little more, but Makabe's great.
I'd like to see the 3 of them have like a triple threat for the title.
Can you imagine how brutal that match would be? Holy shit!
There'd be chops everywhere.
It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome.
I'd like to see Samoa Joe fight any of those 3.
Oh, speaking of someone that might go to WWE.
Well, that's almost locked in, I think.
You think so?
Yeah.
I hope
Triple
they don't put
H
him in.
likes him, so it's like, he's like,
I hope they don't put him in NXT.
He's already halfway there.
I just want him just to be on the main roster. He's older.
That would set a dangerous precedent.
Yeah. He's like 35. I don't think he can spend too much time in NXT unless he's there for like a month or 2.
Devitt's like 34.
Yeah, he's up there too. Kojima Satoshi. I don't know if you like him at all, but he has that. He's the guy that does the chops.
Oh yeah.
He does a speed chopping, and then he throws the guy into the corner post, and then he goes, "Let's go, you fucking idiot!" And like the crowd says it. Like it's not even him saying it anymore. He used to say it.
I heard that.
I love that though. That's all I care about from Kojima Satoshi.
I like Yano Toru kind of.
Yeah, oh god. That's a fucking entertainer right there.
As a comedy character, not as like a professional wrestler.
Right. As a wrestler, he's questionable. He's always taking the cover off of the corner posts, like and
chair, spitting sake in people's eyes.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's such a great heel. Like selling
his DVDs.
But people love him. Did you hear the YTR calls that he was getting when he I don't know if we can spoil like the recent match with Mr. Ace of New Japan. Well, I guess we can just spoil it. He beat Tanahashi.
Everyone fucking knows, dude. He beat Tanahashi
with a schoolboy.
A distraction roll up.
Oh, that's a distraction roll up used right. It's so good.
He pulled his hair like a girl.
Yep. Yeah. And then held it in the schoolboy.
Hey, this is actually a good transition into what we've watched recently. So let's just roll with it. So yeah, like we watched New Japan Cup, obviously.
Yep. The final round is
marks.
Final round is tonight. In
like 12 hours.
It's gonna be so good.
Maybe. Who do you think's gonna win?
I'm trying to remember who's still in it.
So
I've
like
watched so much wrestling
Ibushi
recently.
is still in it.
I think Ibushi is the favorite.
It's gonna be Ibushi or Makabe, because there's kayfabe reasons why they would win.
Bushi, right? Makabe, what kayfabe?
Because like Ibushi wants the rematch with Nakamura.
Right.
And Makabe got stripped of the never openweight title because he was sick.
He got the flu, and then they just stripped him.
Apparently,
yeah.
I think it's Makabe, Ibushi, Naito. Oh, is it Shibata? I think it's
Shibata lost. No, Goto won.
Yeah, Goto.
Yeah.
So there are the 4 that are left.
Right. Yeah, I think it's Ibushi. I think Ibushi goes over here.
Can I find the bracket real quick? Because it depends. If they maybe they're both in the final. I don't know.
I think it's Ibushi's time.
It's interesting because I mean you can challenge for any 3 of the belts, right?
Right.
So it's Makabe versus Goto. And Naito versus Ibushi.
I think Ibushi and Makabe goes.
I think that's the final. Yeah. Oh man, there's so many tag team matches. Cody Hall and Tama Tonga versus Tomoaki Honma and Katsuyori Shibata. Oh my god.
I'm watching it for Honma and Shibata. I love Shibata.
Cody Hall, fairly spry.
Dude, he's so big.
He's huge.
He's 6'8" and
did you see when he jumped onto the top rope?
Yes.
I thought the top rope was gonna fucking break.
Yeah, it was not holding up very well.
Oh, my 8-man tag team match. Yujiro, Fale, Gallows, and Anderson against Yoshihashi, Ishii, Okada, and Nakamura. That might be good.
Yeah. Anything with like Nakamura and Ishii and Okada is always good. Chaos, yeah, very good.
New Japan Cup, pretty cool, I think.
Oh my god, dude! I had a list for entertainers.
Like so
Enzo and Bray Wyatt and Cheeseburger and Romantic Touch.
Do you what matches, if you can remember, stick out from New Japan Cup so far?
I mean, my favorite one was Yano against Tanahashi. That was easily my favorite one, just because the outcome, just because the reaction. That's just it's the distraction roll up done right. And
I actually mentioned 2 of mine already. So
the Shibata Goto match was.
That was pretty good.
That was a brutal match, man. That was really brutal. I enjoyed that match quite a bit.
I like the Naito Carl Anderson match.
That was a good match.
That was pretty good.
Naito looked like he died a couple times.
Yeah, the reversal, the Hurricane Rana reversal into a powerbomb, that was fucking nuts. Yeah, man, like New Japan Cup, pretty good.
It was really good. Very excited for the finals.
And after that, we're on the road to Invasion Attack. So that's on the 5th of next month.
Get hype.
Strange that in the promotional picture Tanahashi has the IWGP heavyweight title, but anyway,
foreshadowing.
But yeah, so we watched New Japan.
Yeah,
we'll continue to watch New Japan.
Yes.
What else did we watch? We watched Ring of Honor, right?
Yep.
13th anniversary.
I didn't watch the last 2-3 matches.
You missed absolutely nothing.
Yeah, so then I'm totally
that finish
okay
was
with
so overbooked in the main event. Yeah, like Young Bucks against Red Dragon, right?
Yep.
That was really
that was a fucking
really
match. Yeah. That might be one of my favorite matches of the year.
Carl Anderson against Kaz and Daniels and oh shit, who else was it? That's bad. I can't remember who the other tag team were.
Oh, the Kingdom.
Oh yeah, there we go. That was kind of funny. It was kind
Carl Anderson by himself.
Yeah, because like Gallows got stuck in an airport because
Detroit,
of the weather.
I think.
Yeah. That was unfortunate, man.
Yeah.
But still, it was a good match. You know?
Yeah.
Ring of Honor, pretty good wrestling, has to be said.
Oh, dude, ODB versus Maria Kanellis.
That wasn't even really a match.
It was hilarious,
they made it look like a match.
It was hilarious.
That's kind of how they should do the Divas matches in WWE.
It was amazing. That's entertainment right there.
Like Mark Briscoe and Bennett did most of the work in that match.
Yeah. Took some chair shots.
But, you know, it made it entertaining.
Yep.
I don't think Maria can wrestle that well.
No, she cannot.
But, you know,
she's nice to look at, but that's pretty much all she's there for.
And still, one of the better matches on the card, you know?
Yeah, you know, we still
entertainment-wise.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was very entertaining. And we also
maybe
had
not from a technical standpoint.
Oh no. We also had AJ Styles and ACH, which I really enjoyed, partially because I'm a biased AJ Styles fan. I think there was some good moments there.
Matt Sydal and Cedric Alexander.
That was a good match.
A really good match.
Matt Sydal was really, really awesome.
He almost got a concussion from that match, apparently.
Yeah. He took
which is unfortunate, but, you know.
Brutal bumps. So, yeah, that's the matches I really enjoyed from that event.
Yeah. How are we doing? We're like over an hour, huh? I think.
Yeah.
Doing pretty well for time.
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of just doing this on the fly, so it's like we'll in future shows we'll probably talk a bit more about the stuff we watched, but it's like a lot of this stuff happened a couple of weeks ago at this point, so and we didn't really prepare notes, so
right.
Yeah. You know,
and we saw House of Hardcore.
Oh yeah, that was terrible.
No, it wasn't terrible.
It was okay-ish.
I liked it.
It was a TNA house show.
Yeah. You know, you got your Austin Aries, Bobby Roode,
the Dirty Heels,
situation going on. The Young Bucks, which was good.
I don't know.
I liked it.
Okay, I guess. I'd rather see them against the Dudleys, but you know.
Yeah.
Oh well.
You know, you had your bloody ass Tommy Dreamer versus Eric Young. Eric Young was bleeding the fuck out of his forehead.
Yeah, he bladed way too deep.
Yeah, he was. And then, you know, Cheese Grater was involved at one point. That's not where he got the cut, but he definitely bladed for that. Team 3D versus Christopher Daniels, Frankie Kazarian. That was a good match, you know, with the two ladies that came in, and then Devon, he's a ladies man.
Hey man, he fell and couldn't get up.
He fell into a woman. I don't know her name.
Don't we all know how that happens?
And yeah, he was in the crotch of a female wrestler for
I can't remember her name.
That's 20 seconds. Is she a TNA wrestler?
No.
Okay.
Oh, this is terrible. It's like one of those things. Oh, I was gonna say it's on the tip of your tongue. That's terrible. Oh fuck. People were probably screaming this if they actually watched House of Hardcore.
No one watched it.
The other woman was Velvet Sky.
Velvet Sky was from TNA.
She got fired from TNA.
Oh, right.
Hey. That happened.
But that was hilarious when that happened.
Rey Mysterio just randomly showed up.
Yeah.
Because, you know.
Tommy Dreamer was getting wrecked, so he's like, "Hey, Tommy, I got your back. I got my start in Philly, so you know, it's my home. It's my home turf."
Yeah, man.
And then, you know, casual Matt Hardy, Carlito, Lance Archer, or Lance Hoyt.
That was a pretty good match, man.
That was good, yeah. There's some chairs. Some of that was pretty brutal. Chair work. Yeah. And then I think there was a huge tag match before that included the Team Tremendous guy and that big guy. I was really impressed by him.
Yeah.
I forgot his name. He was with WWE at one point.
Yeah, they let him go, obviously.
Because he's really good.
Matt Striker had a match against...
Amazing Red?
Amazing Red. There we go.
Right?
See,
Yeah.
you're fucking on top of this shit.
I remember.
You're more prepared.
I think it was.
You're more prepared than I am.
It was Amazing Red, right?
Yeah.
Or did he wrestle someone else?
No, it was Amazing Red. Yeah.
Oh, these Team Tremendous does CZW stuff, so
yeah,
cool.
Oh man, that's a whole other thing. Dean Ambrose did a lot of CZW stuff back in the day.
I've seen some highlights of
John Moxley.
The infamous John Moxley videos I've seen are just Jesus Christ.
Like, I can't tell where his back starts and blood ends.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So yeah, watched House of Hardcore. It was okay.
Yeah, had his moments.
Like it was probably better for you because you haven't watched a ton of TNA.
Right.
I think for me it was like okay.
Random TNA guys. Like I don't dislike Austin Aries or
no,
Bobby
I don't.
Roode.
It's just like I've seen them all the fucking time.
Right.
Like,
I mean, those guys have been around forever. But at least the Young Bucks. They made it interesting.
They almost like. Roode and Aries almost got a mediocre match out of the Young Bucks somehow. I don't know how they managed that, but actually I know how they managed that because I think the Young Bucks did like 3 or 4 shows in one day.
Yeah, they had a show like 2 hours prior to House of Hardcore or something. It's crazy.
I don't know how you do that. The money must be amazing, but
I guess, or they really love wrestling.
Probably. It's one or the other. Yeah. But yeah, so that's what we watched. It'll be better in future podcasts because now that we've kind of got this going, we'll like make sure we take down notes and stuff. So.
Yep.
Or I will anyway.
You want to talk about WWE or NXT or TNA?
I mean. Like we can save WWE from preview WrestleMania.
Okay.
NXT is I've watched most of NXT recently. I've been really busy. There's been some good matches. It's obviously the fucking best wrestling WWE has right now. But they're starting to tour like America, I guess. Had some shows in Cleveland, I think.
Yeah. Columbus.
And Columbus, yeah, it was like Ohio.
For Arnold Schwarzenegger.
The Arnold Classic, Day. I believe.
Yeah, so I think that airs next week.
Some of it airs next week. Some of it is going on Best of NXT DVD.
Oh, God damn it.
Apparently they had a Big Show versus Ryback match.
Oh, God.
And like everyone started booing, everyone started chanting, "Please retire."
Yep. And what was his zinger?
He's like, "I got 10 more years on my contract," and then everyone in the crowd starts chanting, "10 more years, 10 more years."
God damn it! 10 more years of Big Show, please. His knees will be gone by then.
Yeah. So like NXT's like fucking great.
Solid. Sasha Banks had her title defense against Charlotte. That was a good match. Enzo and Cass last week.
The Geico Lizards,
aka Lucha Dragons. The entrance and the zings, the sick burns were real. Lucha Dragons, more like Geico Lizards. There's gonna be an accident.
Yeah, it's like all this great talent is going to just be wasted once it gets called up to the main roster.
No, don't ruin them.
This is gonna happen.
Don't ruin pure NXT.
Oh man, Kevin Owens and Alex Riley.
That's good. That should be good.
Kevin Owens just like dumps water on his head.
Yep, that build up was awesome.
He just like stood there and it's like, oh yeah.
What are you gonna do? He's like, what are you gonna do?
Then he turned his back and was like, yeah, come on.
Come at
free
me.
hit. And he's like, yeah, I didn't think so.
Mm-hmm. He plays that character so well.
They've built that feud better than they've built the Brock Lesnar Roman Reigns feud.
Well, the only thing carrying the Brock Lesnar and Reigns feud is Paul Heyman with his solo monologues.
Paul Heyman.
That promo from last week. Holy shit. Incredible.
Brock Lesnar might Ronda Rousey Roman Reigns' ass.
Yep.
He might unify the UFC and WWE heavyweight title. Oh man,
it's about time you did something right.
That was like the only good part of Raw.
That was the best part of Raw, that's for sure.
I mean, Wiz Khalifa was cool.
Oh God, we don't need to talk about
Wiz there.
That was pretty good, actually.
Miz and Wiz.
Niagara. That was good. Niagara was good. That's good writing.
We can maybe start talking about WrestleMania at this point.
Sure.
How is Miz and Mizdow not a match at Mania? And for that matter, how is Goldust and Stardust not a match at Mania?
Yeah, that's
or Goldust and Cody, maybe. I don't know.
That was the payoff that we all wanted,
or
right?
Dustin and Stardust. I don't know.
You know, Goldust defeats Stardust and brings Cody back, if you will. And
yeah, but like that dead ass crowd in Memphis shat all over the Fastlane match.
Right. I mean, that was a bad crowd.
That crowd sucked.
Everyone knew that was a bad crowd.
Man, like that crowd.
You know what sucks is
terrible.
I might be more interested in the IC, ladder match, and then the AJ Lee and Paige versus Bella Twins match more than the main event or like the other Sting Triple H.
I'm interested in the Wyatt Undertaker match.
Oh yeah, that should be good.
I was interested in the Rollins Orton match before they gave it to us on Raw last week. Mm-hmm. It's like, I don't need to see, like, fucking Orton killed him. I don't need to see anything else, you know? It's like, how do they even set this match up now? Seth wants revenge. I don't know. He got beat down.
He hires Kevin Owens to beat the shit out of Randy Orton.
Kevin Owens should just come in after the main event and like package pile drive Roman Reigns.
How awesome would that be?
I would mark out.
I would cry in tears of joy and happiness. If it just ends with Reigns winning and that's it, I'm gonna be so disappointed.
People are gonna riot.
If Rollins doesn't cash in, or if some NXT dude just doesn't, just debut and crushes Reigns or some shit like that, I'm gonna be very disappointed. If it's just Reigns, having his Daniel Bryan moment like last year, I'm gonna be so sad. I'm gonna be so sad.
The thing is, like, WrestleMania is meant to be the big deal, right?
It doesn't feel like it right now.
I know, it's like, the most that I am expecting out of this is, this was an above average Raw.
Yeah.
And that's not good.
No, because Raw's not very good.
Like, let's run down the card, I guess. Right?
Sure.
Let's fucking do that.
I'm on Wikipedia.
Where the fuck did my card go? Oh, well, never mind. Tell me what, let's start from... I don't, they had, the Undertaker match first.
Yeah, the Undertaker, Bray Wyatt.
Alright, let's just talk about that. So...
They've been building it up.
The build has been okay, I guess.
If you're into Bray Wyatt's nonsensical monologues, it's fucking awesome. I love them.
It's disappointing that the word is we won't see Undertaker until Mania.
I think it's okay.
I don't know if that's if they're swerving us or not, but I mean...
I think that's fine, but I'm just more disappointed that I don't get to see Bray Wyatt wrestle until then. That's what it seems like.
Yeah.
That's kind of sad. I kind of want to see him wrestle because I like him as a wrestler.
You have to make him look really strong, though.
Yeah, have him crush, I don't know, fucking Adam Rose or some shit.
Maybe, but...
Just crush a couple people.
I don't know. It's been okay. It's been one of the better builds, maybe. It depends what you like.
I mean, let's face it, we both like Bray Wyatt, so that's a big part of it.
Yeah, I like The Undertaker, too, so...
I never got into Undertaker, but...
Hopefully Bray Wyatt can have a safe and good match with him, and not concuss him like Brock Lesnar did.
Please no.
It's probably one of the most interesting matches on the card for me, I think. What else do we have?
Next up is AJ Lee and Paige versus the Bella Twins.
So they're, the title isn't on the line.
Yeah. What is the point?
I don't know. like, if they put the title on the line, there could have been at least a somewhat interesting will Bree screw her sister or not kind of angle going into it, you know?
This is just another Raw match.
Like, oh, great, a tag team match. Wonderful.
Yep. I mean, I don't mind. I love AJ Lee and Paige, so, like, this is good. Like, this is good for me. And if they win, that's great.
I prefer when they wrestle each other.
Sure, because you get a better match out of it. Yeah, I get that. But at least it's two wrestlers that we enjoy, like kind of fighting, frenemies. That stupid fucking word that they like to use.
I just don't want to hear Brie screaming Nikki's name all the time.
Yeah, that does happen. But
come on, Nikki.
Maybe AJ Lee and Paige lose, and then there's, a turn of some kind, and Paige, starts beating the shit out of AJ Lee, or vice versa, and then
they're both
there's a
like
feud.
Tweeners, right?
Yeah.
They're like not really face, not really heel.
Right. They can go both ways. Giggity. So, like, there could be, you could build a turn there and then start a feud again.
Who cares? Like, but what do you do with the Divas title?
I mean, have one of them beat... Who has the title? Nikki has the title, right?
Nikki, yeah.
So have one of them beat Nikki and then continue the whole rivalry. Like, let's see who's the best diva.
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like if they bring Charlotte or Sasha up, they'll beat Nikki.
That'll be awesome.
Because that kind of puts the heat on them.
I think if they bring up one or two of the NXT women's... people from the women's division that know how to wrestle, like Charlotte or Sasha. It won't, but it'll bring more interesting matches.
Yeah, for sure.
If it's even if it's Charlotte against Nikki, that's way more interesting than Nikki against Cameron, Eva Marie. Not that we're seeing those matches. So yeah. I like AJ Lee and Paige, so I'm excited for that. Next up, Rusev versus John Cena, the holder of the U.S. title. Cena wins, right?
Well, Cena wins, I guess. I don't know. It's like, it's another thing. It's like I feel like we got the payoff on Raw.
Yeah. Where he got the title.
The payoff was supposed to be Rusev tapping out to Cena.
He killed him.
He murdered Rusev on Raw.
He literally killed Rusev, and Lana's like, John, please, we will give you the match at WrestleMania.
Yeah, like they kind of teased a face turn for Lana in that segment. It's like really weird.
I'm more excited about, speaking of excitement, not just Lana, giggity, but Cena heel turn. His face. Did you see?
That was like a rape face.
That was a great face. Not a baby face, but that was a great heel face.
They're not going to turn him heel though.
It looked so good though.
Yeah, but it's not going to happen.
It looks so good.
He might be like grumpy old man who's still a face or something. I don't know.
It would be so amazing if he kills Rusev and then just turns heel and then just starts wrecking people.
So that segment, I was with it up until the point where he woke Rusev back up.
With water?
Yeah, like, because if Rusev passes out, that's fine.
Yeah.
Right?
And then you went back for more.
No, it's like, if Rusev passes out, that's fine. Like, it didn't make him look weak, really.
No.
Well, it kinda did, but it didn't make him look incredibly weak.
But
then it's like, wake him up and make him actually tap out, really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Did you see how he was tapping out? He was not only tapping out with one hand, but he's slapping both hands on the mat, like, double tap, and then...
Yeah.
And Cena was like, just fucking, I'm gonna kill you. Don't talk shit about America.
That's like 2 matches we've had the payoff for already.
Yeah.
I don't know. Terrible booking, pretty much.
But, I mean, how else was he gonna get the match, though?
I don't know, like...
Rusev just walks into the office. Hey, John, I'm going to give you the title shot at WrestleMania. Oh, whatever changed your mind? I don't know.
like, he could have made him pass out.
Okay.
Right?
And then go after Lana?
No. He could have made him pass out, and then, like, the next week on Raw, he could have cut a promo saying, oh, you're not so tough, all that. You know, that kind of crap.
Yeah, gets a rise out of the
Yeah, and then
heel.
Rusev, because he's not as level-headed as Lana, would be like, oh, yeah, I'll fight you, or whatever, yeah. Know?
I'm invincible.
That's how they could have done it and made both of them look strong instead of making just
Rusev look like a bitch.
Wins. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, LOL Cena wins probably. That's the prediction.
It's like 2 matches they've already blown the finish for. So
yeah. And the next up is Bad News Barrett, the WWE Intercontinental Champion ?
Not that you'd know.
Versus R-Truth, Dean Ambrose, Luke Harper, Dolph Ziggler, Stardust, and Daniel Bryan.
It's like Barrett wins, right?
Because like
if I was betting money on this match, I would have money on Barrett winning. It makes sense.
It does. They can finally make him look strong.
You know, it's like they make him look like a complete champ, and then he makes everyone look even worse because he wins.
That's not a good look for the rest of the group.
Does WWE give a fuck?
Yeah, I guess not. They don't really like any of the people.
Bury all of the Smark favorites.
Yeah, God.
Although the Smarks like Barrett too, but I mean,
I'm a big fan of Barrett, and I'm a big fan of everyone on.
If you don't give the title to Barrett, well, give it to. If he doesn't retain,
give it, yeah.
Then you have to give Daniel Bryan the title, right?
If he is not forced to get the title back from R-Truth, you mean?
This is like the guy that main evented last year's WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Like, he beat Triple H, he beat Batista, he beat Randy Orton in one night.
Gauntlet.
Like, he had what they'll probably bill as a really good match against Roman Reigns. It was fine.
Yeah.
Like, he should be easily winning this title.
But that's probably not going to happen.
Kayfabe, you know?
Kayfabe, yeah, sure.
But it's probably not going to happen.
Probably not.
And, like, that title is a fucking curse anyway.
You know, guys like Mr. Perfect, Randy Savage, and
like
all the people Dean Ambrose named. Yeah. Bret Hart.
Like, I should be excited for this match because, you know, ladder matches are pretty cool.
I always like ladder matches, so
I like most of the people in the match. But it's just like, this is just such a fucking cop-out. It's like, oh yeah, like, we guess we better give you guys some of the people you like in this match or whatever, you know?
The thing is, like, I understand why you would think Bad News Barrett wins, but maybe if someone else wins, maybe Barrett was a chump from the beginning. Maybe he just he had a lucky day when he won the title.
They're all good. No, because, like, before he got injured, he was like a fucking badass.
Yeah, he killed Orton.
Yeah, or whatever.
Yeah, Orton died to death onto a movie set.
That was Rollins that did that.
No, it was Barrett. Barrett pushed him downstairs.
Whatever.
Yeah, and then Orton was out of commission for like 3 or 4 months to shoot a movie.
But yeah, so I don't know. It's like, oh, we could have given you Daniel Bryan versus Dolph Ziggler, but I mean, you technically still get it. Yep. It's just there's like 4 other guys involved. There's a ladder.
Oh shit, we forgot about Dean Ambrose. You guys like Dean Ambrose? Oh, you know what? Let's just squeeze him into this.
Oh yeah, he hasn't done anything since we jobbed him out to Bray Wyatt.
Oh god.
Which kind of had to that feud shouldn't have happened, but
it shouldn't have. It cooled, I think, Ambrose off so much.
Yeah, but you know.
Hey, at least we get to see Luke Harper in a bigger title event.
He was Intercontinental Champion for a time. So
yeah, let's bring him back to that status. Maybe repackage him.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I should be more excited for this match than I am.
Yeah. I like ladder matches, so I'm sure I'll get a good kick out of it. But I think Daniel Bryan winning it kind of brings some credibility to the title, like since it's such a joke title right now because of the whole
theft what Ziggler's been trying to do, bring credibility to it. It hasn't really worked, has it?
Yeah, but maybe Bryan is the guy. He's the guy that's
he's not the guy. That's the problem.
Not the guy to WWE, but he is a guy to a lot of people. So maybe giving it to Bryan, people are like, oh, you're not giving Bryan a title shot. At least he has an IC title. Small victories. At least he has something to his name.
I still think the Intercontinental Champion should be able to exchange the belt for a title shot for the heavyweight title.
Yeah.
That would be interesting. It would make it mean something.
Hey, at least the IC belt is the best looking belt they have. So I love that white.
Yeah, man, like
coat on it. It's awesome. It's an awesome belt.
So this isn't going to be number 3, I don't think, but the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, or the armbar, as some people are calling it. So Mizdow throws Miz out to win, and the place goes wild.
That's what people are saying, yeah.
That's like the dream.
Yep.
But in reality, it's going to be like...
Who would be in it?
What do you mean, who's in it?
Axelmania.
So, like, The Miz, Curtis Axel, Ryback, Fandango, Adam Rose, Zack Ryder, Jack Swagger, Titus O'Neil, Darren Young, Big Show, Kane, Eric Rowan, Mizdow, and Sin Cara are the announced
LOL, Big Show wins.
There'll probably be, like, another, 10 people in there, so...
Are you behind Axelmania?
It's okay.
I think it's hilarious.
Kind of funny.
I think it's hilarious. The whole thing with the counter and stuff. Like, I think that's a great gimmick for him. And
it's funny. I mean, it sucks they jobbed him out to Cena.
Right, but maybe that's his niche. Maybe he's that comedic jobber.
They jobbed him out to Rusev too.
Yeah.
They could have made it he could have at least got some offense in or something. I don't know.
No, but maybe that's his place. Here is just being.
Yeah, but you can still give them something.
I don't know. If you're purely comedy, I think it's fine that way.
Maybe
he'll talk a big game. He'll build it up. He'll hype it up, and he just gets punched once and he's knocked out or something.
It gets the crowd in it if there's maybe a slight chance.
Sure.
Win.
And then it's LOL Cena wins.
Yeah.
It'll be a nice upset, though, if he wins at some point as the Axelmania character.
Oh, for sure. The place will go mental.
So, I mean, who can really win this aside from the whole Miz feud that they're building up for this? Ryback?
Maybe. If I just give it to fucking Big Show or Kane.
That's what I'm afraid of.
It's oh yeah, blah, blah, blah.
People will get to know that I'm not a big fan of Big Show or Kane. I think they're old and not interesting anymore.
I don't know. I think Mizdow wins. They've been they've been teasing that thing falling apart forever, so...
Give Mizdow a chance.
Yeah, man.
Hashtag, yeah. If it happens, I'm super excited.
I'll mark out.
Yep. Should we get to the greatest part-time match of the decade?
Sure. WCW versus WWE, apparently.
Ooh, that rivalry. Sting versus Triple H.
I'd have liked to see this 10 years ago when Sting could still kind of do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you saw any of him in TNA. He's not great anymore.
No, I have not seen him in TNA.
Yeah, he's he's an older guy.
Right, he's 50.
Yeah,
he's old.
He's not as nimble as he used to be.
He's not Jushin Thunder Liger.
I don't know. This seems like it'll have a lot of rest holds. I imagine.
I need to catch my breath.
I imagine like the baseball bat and the sledgehammer will come into play.
It has to.
There might be an authority run-in. I don't know.
They need to cross swords.
Booker T might get involved.
Ooh.
They kind of teased that, right?
Yeah, he got fake fired.
Like like someone from the authority tries to interfere. Booker T like lays them out. Maybe
what a dick.
Maybe
Triple H, such a dick.
That might work. I don't know. It's like who goes over though.
It really doesn't matter.
You can't have Sting lose his first match, right?
Yeah, but it really doesn't matter.
But you can't have WCW beat WWE, so maybe it'll be like a no contest.
It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Like this does not affect anything.
Yeah, I don't really care about this match. I don't really care to see Sting wrestle anymore.
Sting doesn't wrestle, so it has no storyline ramifications. Like Triple H winning against Sting doesn't mean anything. It's not like he's getting a promotion to replace Vince McMahon. That will give us a reason to root for Triple H. You know? What is Sting gonna do? Oh, he gets rid of the authority. Maybe they do that. I don't know.
I don't think that'll happen. So.
Yeah, so like there really aren't any storyline movements after this. So I have no I don't give a shit.
It's just like fucking Triple H fantasy booking himself in a Mania match as usual.
Yeah, it's a novelty match to me.
It's not a Mania season unless Undertaker's around and Triple H has somehow booked himself into a match.
Hey, Daniel Bryan, come here, boy. That's not how he talks, but it's okay.
Yeah, this match is pointless. I mean, people want to see Sting in a WWE ring, so they'll get that at least. Yeah.
You know, like, oh, you could have been, you know, immortalized, you know, just being in, you know, accepting the, you know, fate of WWE and joining it.
Yeah.
But you went against us, and I'm gonna crush you. Angles.
Where have you been for the last 15 years? This place called TNA. Maybe heard of it?
No, they probably haven't.
I like how they just pretend Sting hasn't done anything in the past 50 years.
What were you doing? Were you just making bats or
start cooking meth?
Face paint classes?
Yeah, whatever. I mean,
not excited. Maybe if Triple H gets smashed in the head with a bat and splits his head open, they'll be excited.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it probably won't happen. But the main event that we're all looking forward to for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, Brock Lesnar, the champion, with Paul Heyman versus Roman Reigns.
This isn't going to be a good match.
No.
Not unless they give Paul Heyman a microphone and just let him cut a promo over it.
He just talks. He just talks the whole time.
I don't know. It's like, I don't dislike Roman Reigns.
Me neither.
I just don't think he can put on a WrestleMania main event quality match right now.
I mean, we all know that Brock Lesnar has improved as a wrestler, but none
of these people can call a match.
Yeah, that's the problem. This seems like another one of those Lesnar Goldberg matches where they just kind of don't know what to do.
It's probably going to be choreographed to hell.
Yeah, probably.
If anyone forgets a spot, it's going to look terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's God.
Please.
I don't want to see Roman Reigns as champion because it's just going to be Cena 2.0. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Just I'll watch just to see if Seth Rollins cashes in.
Can you imagine if Lesnar brings back the shooting star press?
Oh man!
Can you imagine? Or Roman Reigns does it
himself the last time he did it.
Yeah, or maybe Roman Reigns does it.
He slipped off the top rope.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. How did he not die? I don't know. He's Brock Lesnar, I guess. That's why.
Maybe.
So yeah, how do you make this match interesting? You have to change the outcome, right? Because the outcome is Roman Reigns wins. Because Brock Lesnar probably is not coming back. Right?
He's probably going to UFC.
That is the assumption. So let's say Roman Reigns wins, yay! That's not very interesting. So I think we talked about it previously. Either Seth Rollins tries to cash in, and then Randy Orton comes out and stops.
They're not going to do that now, though. If anyone comes out and stops Seth Rollins, it'll be Dean Ambrose, because they have that tiny thread of storyline that they dropped like 12 months ago.
Hell in a Cell.
Dean Ambrose was like, "Oh, whenever you try to cash in that briefcase, I'll be there to stop you." So.
Oh, I remember Kane just grabbing, Kane coming out of nowhere and grabbing Dean Ambrose by the ankles, dragging him off the ladder, and LOL, Seth Rollins wins the Money in the Bank.
Yeah, I mean, there has to, like, the problem is every single time, pretty much, apart from, like, maybe less than a handful of exceptions, the babyface wins the main event.
Right.
And in all of these scenarios, the crowd cheers because the babyface is over.
Right. They're popular.
The problem is,
they're good guys.
The problem is, Roman Reigns isn't the babyface going into this match.
With the smarkiest crowd of the year in front of, like, people traveling from around the world, the biggest wrestling fans, the smarkiest wrestling fans, he's not going to be able to fool anyone.
He's not going to be over. No one's going to cheer if he wins that title. They'll probably throw trash in the ring.
That's a problem.
It's not going to happen. I'm sorry. I mean, it's going to be the dumbest shit, too. It's like, oh, remember when Brock Lesnar supposedly broke his ribs?
Mm-hmm.
You know how Roman Reigns' finisher is like a spear? Yeah, that's going to be how he wins. It's like, I can't think of a finish that would satisfy anyone who thinks Roman Reigns is too green for this position.
The only way is Seth Rollins cashing in.
The problem is Brock Lesnar is a legitimate mixed martial arts fighter. Roman Reigns is a failed NFL player.
Yep.
Like, there is no planet on which Roman Reigns beats Brock Lesnar.
But he overcame the odds. People are telling him he can't do it.
The problem is, too, Roman Reigns can't even cheat to win unless they turn him heel, and they don't want him to be a heel, they want him to be a babyface. So, I don't know. Maybe they'll just ride out the boos. Do they want the end of... Maybe they'll, like, dab over the booing in post for, like, the DVD or something.
Oh, God. That's disgusting. Please.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Alright, but still, that's just... God, rewriting history.
Because, like, the ideal end to WrestleMania is the babyface celebrating in the ring and the crowd going wild.
Yeah.
It's not the babyface celebrating in the ring and the crowd going mild, you know?
You had that written down, right?
No.
Oh man, that was clever.
It didn't come on the fly, but I remembered it from somewhere.
God damn it. So
I don't know. I don't see how you get a satisfactory conclusion to this match without Seth Rollins cashing in.
Right.
Because the place will pop the second his music hits.
Yep.
Like, you know, people will probably start chanting, "Thank you, Rollins."
Yep.
And he did make that tweet a while ago saying, "Don't worry, I'm the light at the end of the tunnel." So, foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing with his dick.
Oh, jeez.
So, yeah, I think that's the only way that, you know, the
But it just depends. I mean, if Roman Reigns is their guy, Roman Reigns will be their guy.
Yeah, but it's not interesting.
I'd rather
have Cena.
Traditionally, too, the cash-in happens the night after Mania.
Right.
It would be good if they curveballed it and did it at Mania, but I mean, there's the whole thing. You don't want the heel closing the show as the winner, you know?
Well, that sets up so many good stories to tell, though.
I don't even I don't want Reigns or Cena as champion.
I don't either, but I kind of prefer Cena over Reigns.
I prefer Brock, even though he's hardly there.
That's my biggest problem with Lesnar being the champion right now.
It's not even his fault.
It's not his fault, but like that's my biggest problem. It's just
they're like we will
you have
pay
a champ that doesn't wrestle.
We will pay you X amount for these dates, and Brock Lesnar's like, okay, cool. And they're like, oh, if we want to give you more dates, we'll pay this amount. They don't want to pay him for extra dates, so Brock's like, okay, I'll just
wrestle
go
pay-per-views.
Lay on my wife or whatever it was he said after that one UFC fight.
Drink a can of Coors
and lay on my life.
Yeah, something like that.
Or something. Yeah, Jesus. But yeah, I don't know. This is like the most underwhelming WrestleMania I can remember.
Just imagine a year ago.
Like look at this card that we're looking at. This is apart from like one or two matches, this is an average Raw.
That's a problem because last year it was like Batista, Orton, Bryan, and people were scared. Oh God, is Batista gonna win this? Is Randy Orton gonna win this?
And it's like, oh, there's no way Daniel Bryan can win this, kind of thing. Like,
and then
the
he
ultimate
fucking won.
Underdog, and then like everyone loses their fucking minds.
One of the greatest WrestleMania moments.
The Undertaker lost his streak.
That happened. That's a good moment.
I don't like if they gave Lesnar the streak just to make Roman Reigns. Oh my God. That's what's going to happen, though. It's like, oh,
he beat
Roman
the man
Reigns is the one who beat the one who put the one in 21.
6 degrees of separation. You know, it is what it is.
I don't know. I'll watch because like this is like I have fucking nothing better to do.
Well, we're gonna watch for the curveballs. We kind of know how it's gonna end up, so
I can predict most of these matches. Right now.
Yeah.
Like Bray Wyatt, if they're smart, will beat Undertaker.
Yes.
Like who even get maybe AJ and Paige beat the Bellas.
Yeah, because there's no championship. There's no title ramifications, so it doesn't matter. They can win.
I don't give a shit. Cena beats Rusev.
Yep.
Barrett probably retains because fuck everyone else in that match. Mizdow hopefully wins the Battle Royal, but that sounds like way too smart for WWE.
So it's gonna be Ryback or Big Show Kane.
Sting and Triple H are probably that's probably gonna
that
be
might
some
be a
kind
top.
That'll be like a no contest.
Yeah, maybe they just knock each other out with the baseball bat and sledgehammer.
Or there'll be like maybe a double DQ, and then there's a rematch at Extreme Rules where there's like a no GQ match. I don't know. I like Roman Reigns is going to win the heavyweight title, and we're just going to have to like it.
That's why we're hoping for some sort of turn or Rollins cashing in.
Hopefully the Rollins Orton match gets announced, but I mean, probably. I mean, it depends. If Orton loses, I don't think he's going to cash in, so Orton would probably have to win.
Right.
Because like if Orton kills him again, he can't cash in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. That's pretty much where I'm at for this pay-per-view. It's like, it's a fairly average pay-per-view, fairly average Raw.
Yeah, I'm not that excited.
The Raw after Mania will probably be better than this.
That's a sad statement to make. But
just because the crowd will be hot as hell.
Yeah. It's gonna be the rowdiest crowd they've seen in a while. If it goes according to what we think.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's our WrestleMania talk predictions.
It's almost our podcast.
I think that's probably gonna do it.
I know I'm fucking gassed right now.
Yeah. I mean, we did a podcast yesterday, so
yeah.
It's like 3 hours of podcasting and preparation, so like 4 hours total, 5 hours total. So
this feels like it went way more than 2 hours.
It was about an hour and 45, so.
Okay.
I think that's a good length. Giggity.
Hey.
Hey, Bautista jokes.
Yeah, so how did we do, guys? I felt a bit. Well, I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but my internet just shot the bed halfway through, so can't really account for that.
That's right. They won't. I don't think they'll hardly notice it in the recording that will be released.
Apart from that, like, was this enjoyable? Like, we're kind of just like, this is like episode 0. It's like kind of just us trying to figure stuff out.
Yep.
Like, we're not going to be another one of those podcasts that just reviews Raw every week or some shit, because, like, who needs more of that, you know? We're trying just talk about stuff we liked, talk about stuff we really didn't like, and just kind of ignore the kind of middle stuff, I guess.
Yep.
So yeah, just plug some stuff, I guess, right?
Yep. So, our Twitters, you can follow Gary at Mage77. You can follow me at Yoshi_TDM. You can follow our podcast Twitter account, that's at TD Millennials. And our Tumblr, which is at Those Damn Millennials Podcast.tumblr.com. I know it's a mouthful, but
long URL, holy shit.
We might shorten it at some point, but that's what we grabbed because, that's the title of the podcast. Unfortunately, Those Damn Millennials is taken for most things, and
of course.
So, yeah, that's
pretty much it, right?
Yep. So hopefully we'll get the Tumblr running, the Twitter's running, set up.
Like, we're not sure what we're going to do. It's probably just going to be podcasts and some tweets, but you never know. We'll see. But yeah, feedback, please. Feedback. That would be fantastic.
Right.
Just so we know how we did. Like, tweet us feedback, I guess, right?
Tweet us or, Tumblr. Share if you like it on Tumblr.
We have an email, right?
Yep. It is, so long. I think, maybe. I still have not memorized it.
Is it Those Damn Millennials at Gmail?
Yes, gmail.com. That is correct.
Is it?
Yes.
I thought we couldn't get that. Anyway.
No, we did, actually. Those Damn Millennials at gmail.com.
Yeah, so just, like, feedback or stuff you'd like us to talk about. Like, we'll do some discussion topics. Why not? Yeah. But, yeah, we'll be back the week after Mania.
Probably, yeah.
So that we can get the Raw in as well, like on the Mania, because we're not going to record it like before Raw on the Monday or anything stupid.
No, we'll probably record like on the weekends. So
yeah, so
it'll be the week after.
We'll be back. Let's shoot for like. Well, you guys won't hear it till later, but we'll be back like the 4th of April to record a new one. So
yep,
with all the WrestleMania fallout.
So yeah, early April for the next episode.
Yep. Episode 1. So we actually have to, get our shit together.
Prepare a little bit better.
Yeah, we'll talk WrestleMania, New Japan Cup. Is there any other pay-per-views or anything like that? I don't think so.
Not that I know
Oh,
of.
there's Ring of Honor, Super Card of Honor. We'll probably talk about that too.
Yeah, probably.
And, we'll see what else.
Sounds good. All right. Until then, this was Those Damn Millennials, episode 0. We'll talk to you guys later.
Thanks for joining us, guys. Peace.